Hello guys, welcome to the video. I hope you all are well. Okay guys, today's build video is for the Necro for Diablo 4. It's a leveling build that uses Bone Spear and full summoner pets. Okay, now in this build you have infinite corpses as well. You can generate corpses at a ridiculous rate. You have infinite essence generation as well by detonating corpses. And if any of your pets guys, you can resurrect them straight away. You're using massive DPS from Bone Spears. You are fortifying your HP like an absolute beast. That makes you super tanky. And yeah, full pets guys as well, man. So it's super fun. I got early access to the full copy of the game, guys, like last week. And I went through the whole campaign easy peasy, guys, with this build on veteran level. Absolutely smashed it. So let's go through the build. Okay, guys, the first one to use, guys, of course, is Bone Splinters, okay? Fire 3 Bone Splinters, and then go to here, then go to here. Hit him with the same enemy at least 3 times with the same class of Bone Splinters, guys. 8% crit strike chance for 4 seconds, okay? Just cast it 3 times and boom, guys. You get that crit shot, okay? Crit chance is just great because then you can follow it up with your Bone Spear, guys. Now, Bone Spear is super strong. It's really strong. Conjure a Bone Spear from the ground, dealing 190 damage. Damage and piercing through all enemies. Actually goes through all the enemies. Then go here, guys. Bone Shear breaks into 3 shards when it's destroyed at the end of the screen. And it comes back with 3 other shards. And deals an extra 25 damage each as well on top. Then, guys, go here. Supernatural Bone Spear. Bone Spear makes the first enemy hit vulnerable for 3 seconds, and then start taking extra damage from your vulnerable damage bonus. So make sure you've got it in your weapon. Make sure you're using the emerald in your weapon as well to buff that DPS. Okay? Brilliant. And then, guys, go here, 1 point here on Unliving Energy, which gives you a bit more essence. Then max out this in Perfectly Balanced. Your core skills cost an extra 9% more essence, but don't worry, we've got infinite power in this build. But deal an extra 15% increased damage. Okay, so it makes the Bone Spear, your core skill, hit super hard. Right, guys, this is super important. Huge Flesh, max this out. Your damage has up to a 12% chance to create a corpse at the target's location. This chance is doubled against bosses. Now, bosses, most of the time, will destroy your skeletons, guys, and pets in literally 1 shot most of the time. But thankfully, we can generate corpses this super efficiently, okay? So definitely max this out. It's an absolute lifesaver. Absolutely. And of course, we can use Corp Explode them as well and generate power as well, which we go over right here. Yeah, guys, so take 1 point in Corp Explosion here. Then immediately take 1 point here into Grim Harvest. Consume the corpse generates essence, okay? I've maxed this out, obviously, because it's a level 50 build now. But as you're corp exploding, all these crazy corpses that you can generate in this build, you're recharging your power straight away, which is absolutely disgusting. Then here, guys, look, do an extra 9% increased damage for 6 seconds if you consume a corpse as well. It's really nice. Then go down here, guys, Explosion Radius, and then go down here to Plagued Corp Explosion. Corp Explosion deals 8% increased damage to enemies that are slowed, stunned, or vulnerable. Now, we are using the Iron Golem that does the stun and the vulnerable for you straight away when you press the active key button for it. And the slow is procced by our mages that are casting ice magic. So it's absolutely perfect. And once that's happening, guys, all those things are met. You just hold down Corp Explosion and watch everything just die on the screen. It's disgusting. It's really fun. Also, we're getting vulnerability from Bone Spear as well. So if he's off cooldown, you can just pop this and get the 2-part bonus. But yeah, the stun there will come from the Iron Golem. It's really good. Love it. And of course, guys, 1 point here in Blood Mist. This is your oh shit button. So if you get stunned or CC'd really badly, you can pop this and become invulnerable for 3 seconds. It also heals you a little bit as well. Always max out, guys, your Skeletal Warrior pets as well, because they're fantastic for leveling, okay? That's really good for leveling. Well, guys, pop down here and max out your Skeletal Mage Mastery as well, because you want your pets to die, gives them more DPS. Max out your Death's Embrace for an extra 6% more damage from you, close enemies, and they deal 9% less damage to you as well, so you get even more tank. Then pop down here, guys, and max out Necrotic Carapace. Absolutely love this thing so much. When a corpse is formed from your skills or your minions, fortify for 6% base life. And I've maxed this out, and this is how you just fortify on your character super quick. We are using pets that generate corpses as well, and of course our other passive abilities. So obviously when you're killing a monster, you're generating their corpse as well. So your fortification, extra tank, just goes through the roof, and it makes you very hard to kill. Guys, with these Bone Spear stuff here, do this last, because you want to activate these skills before. So I've taken 1 point here for the crit chance. We've only got 1 point here. 10 times skills, your bone skills increase damage by 5% for damage for 5 seconds. Then both skills deal for an extra 12%. It's up to you, really. You can either buff this. I've done like a balance. I've done like a balanced one here, so I've got my pet stuff here and a bit of bone sort of things. I've tried to balance out as much as I can, but do these parts last. These ones here and these ones here last. But definitely max out Golem Mastery next, though, okay? Because they increase the damage and life of your Golem by 75%. The Golem can actually hit very, very hard, by the way, as well. Then come down here, guys, to the passive skills and take this one here. After you have not taken damage for at least 3 seconds, your minions gain 15% attack speed. While you have at least 7 minions, which you have all the time anyway, this bonus is doubled. Okay, so they're just chopping like absolutely crazy. And like I said, you can self-heal and have so much tank in this build. This bonus is up most of the time. They come over here, guys. They can see here, Inspiring Leader. After you've been healthy for at least 4 seconds, you and your minions gain 12% increased attack speed. 12%! Increased attack speed. That's for you and your minions as well. So that way you can cast your bone spikes, guys, even faster to generate more even lessons on top if you need it. You know, it's great and put that extra rare crit chance. Here, guys, your minions deal 30% increased damage to while you are close to them. Then ties take 1 point here into Death's Defense. Your minions cannot lose more than 75% of their maximum life from a single damage instance. Okay, so say you're fighting a boss and it does like a massive AoE attack. It could literally wipe out every one of your pets in one cast. Okay, and you don't want that. You don't want that, so just take at least 1 point in this, and it just safeguards your pets. But remember, you're generating corpses at a crazy rate anyway in this build, so you can resurrect your whole army in a blink of an eye. Brilliant. Then, guys, lastly, come here, take the extra bone skills. You want to make your bone spear just hit a little bit harder. Okay, it's just a little basic build. It works really well, so we've got absolutely tons of power generation from here, from Corp Explosion. Okay, tons of power and bonus DPS. Tons of tank from the Necromancer Carapace. And generate corpses from here as well. And it's just disgusting. Now, guys, go to gear and skills and look at the Book of the Dead. Okay, guys, under Squad of Warriors, go down here to Reapers. They do a special attack every 10 seconds. It's like a big hit, which is pretty sweet. Then pop over here to Upgrade 2. Reapers have a 15% chance to carve the flesh off enemies forming a corpse. Yes, even more corpses. So you can blow these up if you want to, recast your pets, and obviously, and of course, Corp Explosion as well. Okay, now, because we've got lots of pet attack speed stuff in the building and core here as well, they will form corpses very, very quickly in their melee attack speed. It's really, really nice. Okay, guys, for mages, pop over here to Cold and go to this one here. Each time one of your Cold mages damage enemies with their primary attack, you gain 2 essence. I know, it's nuts. So you've got even more power gen, and also they will freeze the target as well eventually as well, and chills enemy and slows them down, which helps proc the Corp Explosion damage buff. And guys, for Golem, go over here to Iron. Absolutely fantastic. So when you use the use key on this guy, he does a slam. And go over here, guys. So Iron Golem's slam attack also makes enemies vulnerable as well for 3 seconds. You get a stun and vulnerability as well. Now, if you're having trouble to get monsters off you, you can take Bone Golem as well, because Bone Golem has a taunt, which is really, really useful when you use the use key. So if you use this guy, guys, just use this one here. Each time your Bone Golem takes up to 20% of its maximum life as damage, it sheds a corpse as well. But you use that rune there. But like I said, if you use key on the Bone Golem, then he will do a taunt and pull mobs off you. Okay, but if you're tanky and you can handle yourself, definitely use the Iron Golem, because the stun and the vulnerability duo is just fantastic for Corp Explosion buff right here. Okay, stun and vulnerable, then slow for the mages. Boom. That's a massive damage buff. It's really, really nice. Right then, guys, so what gem should you use in your weapon? Okay, now use an emerald because of the critical strike damage bonus to vulnerable enemies. So we did vulnerability from the Golem and, of course, the Bone Spear. Then armor, guys, while we are fortified from all the crazy fortification we get in this build, use sapphires in all of your armor. Damage reduction while fortified. Perfect. Then jewelry, guys, just put in skulls, to be honest. Just pop in some skulls for the extra armor bonus. If you're having trouble with a boss that's chucking up fireballs or whatever, you can just change it over to rubies if you want to, etc, to make you tankier. Lovely. Well then, guys, so now aspects. Okay, now all these aspects here, guys, are just extra ones. You do not have to use these whatsoever. Okay, the only one I recommend is this one here. Definitely pick this up as soon as you boot up the game, guys. So you go for the campaign, pick this one up first. Go to the Lost Archives in the Fractured Peaks, the starting zone. Damage an enemy basically grants you a barrier for 10 seconds, and it happens once every 30 seconds. This saves you so much in the game. It's unbelievable. All these other ones here, guys, just take them if you want to, okay? But the main ones you want to take are these ones here, Okay. Now, every time you get a yellow item, don't feel like, oh my god, I've got to put this one on it straight away. Don't do that. You know, this is just like an extra one. Just do it here and there if you need it. Say you're dying a lot or something like that. Okay, these are just the extra ones if you need it. But the main ones that you want to do are these three here. Okay, these three here. Now, jewelry, guys, where you're leveling up, there's not really that much difference. Okay, some of the stats will go up, but obviously, as you're leveling up, every few levels, you're going to get armor with much more armor. A weapon is going to have much more DPS. So don't keep putting aspects onto your weapon and your gear all the time. Because A, you'll run out of materials very, very quickly, and you'll run out all your gold, okay? All your gold will be gone, and you really need that, guys, for when you hit level 50, okay? So yeah, just really do this one here, but if you want to, you can put these in here as well, in case that you are struggling getting through the campaign. But honestly, you should be absolutely fine if these are just all yellows. Just make sure you've got that barrier there, guys, from the first area. It's really, really useful. Lovely. Right, guys, about jewelry, okay? So, yeah, your very, very first yellow rings and ammo you get, just put these aspects into it. Doesn't matter about what role they are, guys. Just put it in and use them until you're level 50. And then change your jewelry when you're level 50, okay? Because, like I said, the stats you get from jewelry and all that, as you're leveling, doesn't really... Obviously, the high level rings would be a little bit better, but it's not that much better. It's not like you're gaining armor from those rings, or more, like, crazy damage or anything like that. It's not that much different, okay? So, guys, for your amulet, I highly suggest you have this one here. It's unlocked from the dry steps, okay? So, Bone Spear's primary attack makes enemies hit beyond the first vulnerable for 1.5 to 2.5 seconds. Bone Shards from the Bone Spear deal 50 to 100% bonus damage to vulnerable enemies and pierce them as well. So this is fantastic, and it's unlocked in the dry steps through the campaign. Here, guys, as well, aspect of Torment. Critical strikes with bone skills increase your essence regeneration by 20 to 30% for 4 seconds. This is in the Black Asylum in the first starting zone as well. So you basically, as you're throwing your bone spikes and your bone spear, you're getting even more power gen, which is just nuts. The last one here, guys, is this aspect of reanimation. This is on Skoshken zone. Your skeletons gain increased damage while alive up to 20 to 30% after 10 seconds. Okay, so get those 3 powers and you should be absolutely fine, guys. Go throughout the whole campaign and go destroy it. But like I said, just make sure you got this one here, the barrier one, because it just really, really does help. And all these other stuffs here can just be yellow. For your weapon, guys, never put an aspect on your weapon while you're leveling, because you're going to be changing weapon all the time, okay? So don't put an aspect on your weapon. You're just wasting your resources, gold, and materials as well, because you want to keep those material, guys, when you're level 50. And there you go, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this basic build for the Necromancer. Like I said, I went for the campaign on this. Really, really easy. It was a lot of fun. Tons of tank, infinite power, corp explosion, pets, bone spears flying around everywhere. It's super, super fun. Subscribe for more, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care and have fun in Sanctuary. Build guide link, guys, in the description of this video. Thanks for watching.